Guys, Nicole here, and I am back with another video for my Project Use Your Stash series. I am still working with kit number 1, and I have chosen to kind of do a video at the end of each process with how I divided up my kit. And if you want to know kind of what that's about, you can go back. Just look up the ones that are focused on kit number 1. I've already completed kit number 2. That's the one I actually started with, just to confuse you all. And I'm working with the October Afternoon based kit, which is kit number 1. So this was, I started off my first grouping with 16. Sorry, my camera's being weird here. Was 16 pages. Then this was the scraps from that plus 14. So I am cheating a little bit. My rule is that I have to cut into every paper before I can move on to the next pile. However, I do have one full sheet left, and I just need to get some new supplies in here. I am running out of mojo on this. So I thought that it's okay. It's not a rule that I can't break. So far I'm using up scraps as I go. So being that I've gone through now, what is that, 30 sheets of paper so far, and this is all I have left, and along with a one full piece. So then, and here's how I'm looking as far as stickers and embellishments. Let me show you one thing really quickly. So some of these I've had from the beginning of this kit process, and some of them I added in later in the process with the second pile of papers and embellishments. But I did want to show you one thing really quickly. I haven't completely used all this yet, but I just wanted to show you some empty things I'm able to throw away. I still have a portion of this left, but I did get some of it used. I have, I think, 2 or 3 of these left. I just took them off and put them in with into my little bins, but these aren't even really that full. Throwing that away. And then I only had a couple on each of these left. I just took them off and put them onto a different sheet, but I'm able to throw these away and get them out of my stash. So that's what this is about. It's about getting old product that had, just a few stickers left here and there, getting those used up and thrown away. So those are going in the trash, which is awesome. And then as far as the other stuff, so far, getting used. It's this sheet was, I think, almost full when I started. These are getting used. Everything is really getting used. And so you can see those are getting plugged away. We're plugging away using those. I used half of this. This is more themed, but I do have some pictures of vacations that I went on when I was really young. So I think I might try to focus on those next. We'll see. I've used actually a lot of the banners from here, but still have some left. And some of these were ones that were taken off those sheets I just threw away. But slowly getting those used. This one's almost done. Like these 2 here, I really can see, even if I have a couple left, I think I'm going to be able to just cut a couple out, put them in my bin, and get rid of these 2 sheets completely. So these are really getting used up, which is nice. So I'm going to show you my layouts, and then I'll show you the next pile that I'll be adding to all of these supplies. Actually, before I do that, I'm sorry. You can tell I haven't been scrapbooking much lately. I'm out of my normal zone here. So here is just some of the smaller bits and pieces that I still have going. Some of these are things I tried. I might have to put this away for a little bit and maybe play with some new stuff. It's National Scrapbooking Day, and I'm watching all these videos. People are playing with all this brand new stuff. So I might have to, and I'm a little bit burnt out on these for some reason. I don't know if maybe it's I don't know. But anyway, so I might upload this video. I might maybe take a break, put this aside for a little bit, play with it, like maybe a newer paper line, and then get this back out and play with it. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I just have a few pieces there. What made me think about that was like all these they're on this side are because they're ones I tried to stick down, didn't like it, picked them back up, and now they're a mess, but I didn't want to throw them away. So when I get to that point, that means I'm usually getting burnt out, or it's just I'm not as inspired. There's a few more things in here, but these are just the leftovers so far, and I started off with a lot of bits and pieces with this kit, so I'm just going to keep plugging away at these piles. of embellishments as I chug along here. So layouts. All right, so with these, I got quite a few done here. This one I just finished, and I'm still working on my youth pictures. Some of them have stories, some of them don't. Some of them are, I'm just happy that I have the picture. I don't know the story behind them necessarily, but I'm just scrapbooking them so I can get them into an album and they can see the light of day. And so this is just one that's like that, of just my dad and me and my brother when we were little. And I'm assuming we're at a wedding or funeral. I'm not for sure, but the picture is just sweet. And the colors that I had left were this yellow kind of aqua color and green, and I thought it matched really, and the gray, which matched really well. My little brother, or my big brother, has a little gray suit on there, and you know, my dad had a yellow flower on, so I just thought that this photo just meshed well with these colors. So just use some cards, actually 3 cards, and this was part of a card, so actually 4 cards. And then I just kind of layered some different washi. Used one of those, these here, I just have a few of those left, so getting those used up as well. I've been pulling out a lot of washi lately just because I was getting low on usable stickers to create some of those deeper layers, and so, which is good because I need to use my washi. So I have about 5 or 6 rolls pulled with this kit, as well as some twine and stuff. So I'm not going to show you that because that's just stuff that I have on my desk. And yeah. So there's that one. This one, again, not much of a story, just happy I have these photos. And this is probably my favorite from this batch, just because I think I like the colors the best. And just did a bunch of layering. I did pull some vellum from my stash, and then just layered some of the different papers. Used a couple of these, and I only have, I think, one wood veneer left, maybe 2 wood veneers left. And then I used one of these that I die cut last time around. Pulled some letter stickers from my stash, journaled, and then layered. This is where I used up a bunch of those floral stickers that were on the October afternoon sticker sheet, and then layered another sticker underneath there. A lot of the stickers on this Pebble sheet I just don't like the phrases on them. I don't know. So just, I don't know, like just some of these, they're just not that usable, honestly. Like these are better. So a lot of these I'm just really tucking in just to use the color, more or less. A lot of these, some of them have been fine, but like I'm sleeping in today, I don't know, I think they're just very specific for very specific photos, and I look at them and I can't even think of a picture I'd have that would work with them. So I'm just using them for the colors, which is fine. And that's what this one is here, just to pull in some of that blue. And that's about it. I used a couple of the buttons here, and okay. This one isn't my favorite layout, but I actually love the story on this one, which, go figure. I haven't scrapbooked that much lately, to be honest with you, and so I'm really kind of rusty, just trying to get back into it. And once my love of the story meshes with my love of my layout, that's when I know I'm in a good place, and I'm just trying to work to get there. So this one, I love the story, didn't really care if the layout ended up being super, super way busier than I wanted it to be, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. And this was a layout. I was just looking at pictures, and I just came across all these different photos of my dad, and my dad's passed away, but I just noticed that all these different hairdos that he had, like he had long hair, and like between the hair and his beard and his mustache, like how he just looked different all the time. And then I had this memory when I was a child, and I remember, it wasn't this one because I was too little there, but I remember that there was one time when I was like in elementary school that my dad had like the full beard and the full mustache like here, and he came home and had shaved it and hadn't told us he was going to do it. And we were like, you know, we were appalled at how different he looked. Like his whole face was clean, like here, you know? And so that just made me think about that story. And then when I was in junior high and high school, my dad was an undercover drug investigator. And so he actually bought drugs undercover. And so he had like long hair, and he had a ponytail and a mustache. You know, he just looked really crazy. It's actually the way he looks here and here. Here he has his hair pulled back into a ponytail. And so he looked totally hippie, whatever, I just, and my friends would just die. They knew, but it was pretty funny. And so I just kind of told that story about how just he always liked to change it up. He always, sometimes he had a mustache, sometimes he didn't. Sometimes he had the full beard going on, and then as he got older and started his job, then his hair changed for his job, and then how about later in life, he had consistently kind of gone after he got out of the private stuff. He he had cut his hair and he just had a mustache, and that was it. And he kind of had some normalcy to his facial hair and hair on his head. So anyway, I just told that story, and it was fun to kind of revisit a lot of these photos. They kind of span from me as a baby till just a few years before he passed away. So that was a fun layout to do. And then this one here, super fun. I just wanted to use up a bunch of these cards, and so I just kind of laid them out, and then and I was going to keep it pretty simple, but then I found these tags, and they were the perfect colors that I'd added in. And then I'm like, you know what? It'd be really cute to use some of these vintage childhood sticker, chipboard stickers. And so I layered them on top of the tags. I really love how it turned out, because there's a lot of colors in our clothing here. And I think that a lot of those colors are pulled out in all these different cards and embellishments. And then I used a bunch of the banner pieces from the chipboard sheets there, and some washi. And I really love this color of pink with this navy blue. It's just a really cute combo. And this is just a layout about me and all my cousins. We got together often and would take pictures all together. And I just went through, I labeled who's there. And then here I'll read this journaling for you because it's kind of fun for me. Maybe not for you, but I have so many fun memories with the Dyer cousins at Grandma and Grandpa's farm. Picking strawberries, playing with the baby pigs, playing at the sand pit, playing lots of games, especially Uno, putting on plays for the adults, playing pool, eating ice cream, and fresh, deep, fat-fried fish with Grandma's handmade mac and cheese. Full and happy days at the Dyer farm. So I really, instead of documenting specifically my cousins, it was more of what we did at the farm and some of my favorite memories at the farm. So there's that one. And then this one is probably my favorite as far as how it looks. Oh, these next two, I like both of these actually, but I just like how this one turned out. I think it's that white background again. I don't know. But I did actually do a little something different. I trimmed this and then added some just around two of the sides, just because these colors kind of make the colors here pop out a little bit more. And this was a photo I looked at this photo and I looked at all these different Christmas presents that I'd gotten, and it just, like, all these memories flooded back, which, I remember playing with them. Like, I literally remember the smell of the pom-poms and this glow-in-the-dark glowworm sleeping bag I used all the time. And I just remember how it looked and felt and what it looked like in the dark. And it was just so fun to, like, just revisit, like, the memories of playing with these toys, because we didn't have a ton of money, and so we were pretty spoiled at Christmas, but those were my toys. That's all I got for the year. We lived in a town of like 150 people. We hardly ever went to a big city to go shopping, so the toys I got for my birthdays and Christmas were the toys I played with all the time. And so it was Peach, the Peach Barbie. I'm sure the name was a little bit different than that, but I played with that nonstop. And so it was just really fun. So I just kind of talked about that, about how this one photo brings back so many memories of just things that I did as a child and toys that I played with. So I really like how that one turned out. And I love this old telephone dial there. That worked out well. I used up this random little like canvasy fabric tag that was in this kit, and just a bunch of layers of, this is a border strip, and then papers, a chipboard button there, and then I did a little cluster here at the top with some stickers. So there's that one. And this one I did pull in actually some other stash. So one of the chipboard sheets had this sticker here. And I don't have any other reason to use an Eiffel Tower. I don't think I'll probably ever make it to Paris. But when I saw that, I thought to myself, you know, recently Paris had the terrorist attacks, and the evening that happened, we happened to be at a Christian concert, the Newsboys, and right when we got there, it had just started to happen. You know, you had thousands of people there and these big bands, but the first thing they did was they stopped everything, and the entire stadium prayed for Paris. And so I actually really quickly, before everyone said amen, I took a quick snapshot of the person praying, and just everyone's their heads bowed. And so I had that photo. So that when I saw that on that one sticker sheet, I think it was the vacation themed one from October Afternoon, I thought I need this is a perfect time to scrapbook that photo. It's fresh in my memory, in my mind. And so I went ahead and just pulled, I had some of my Illustrated Faith ephemera pack that was just actually next to my table here. That's where I keep all my Bible journaling stuff. And so I just pulled some of that in and mixed it in with my kit for this one layout. And so I used paper that has multiple colors. They're like banners, but I just like how you just saw these little bits of pieces of different colors, and that helps pull out all the different colors in here. And this is a very similar design, actually. Actually, it's almost identical as to this one. This everything's kind of clustered in the middle, and then a little cluster at the top here. And just layers of stickers and papers. And a little cluster up there. Just pulling in some more of the, making sure that all the colors are represented. So there's that one. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layouts with this set here. So far I think that's, I'm between the 10 and 12 range so far for this kit. So what is coming into my kit now? Let's pull that stuff in. I'm going to separate out. So here's the embellishments I have left, the stickers and things, and the papers. Okay, so what I have coming in is going to be, 12 papers? So 12 papers and embellishments. So it looks like I'm going to pull these in here. I have some more wood veneers. So stick in there. Oh, one that broke. Oops. Flower wood veneer. And then a bunch of like tags and ephemera pieces. I've got a tent there, which I think I have a childhood story I could tell about that. I love the old telephone. This here. Goes there. Some doilies. Actually, there's quite a pile of doilies there. That'll be fun. Something fun to add in. It's different texture. These little words. This frame. And this here, which only has the rain. So I hopefully I can get that used. If not, I might just throw that away. Another card. I have a piece of ephemera from October Afternoon. Oh, these will be fun. I'm happy to have some different textured items now. So I have this left over from, I think, Pink Fresh. So I have these puffy stickers. And then on the back, these were just like leftovers of a package that I used mostly up, but didn't want to throw those away. So I have some new stickers there. This random little loop-de-loo chipboard, which is probably just a leftover from a chipboard sheet that I threw away. Some label stickers. Some more label stickers. Oh, I'm about out of time. Darn it. A 12 by 12 sheet of stickers. And then I have this Travel Girl 6 by 6 paper pad, which will be really nice. It's going to give me some different colors and different patterns. And then really quickly, before my phone dies on me here, here's my papers. So some new colors. This should be fun. So there is the addition to the recipe supplies. I'll be back soon. Thanks.